Hi folks, so today I'm going to show you how to make horseradish. From horseradish I just picked from my little horseradish planter. You can see the new growth that was starting. You can cut those off and replant those, but I have enough growing. It's okay, I'm going to include that in this. So I'm going to start cutting off some pieces. It's basically separate the leaves and the upper node from the roots. I just want to save the roots. These were rinsed. I rinsed them out pretty good. I'm also probably going to rinse them again after I cut them up and put them in the bowl. I'm just sort of making it easier for the next step by separating out the stuff that I'm not going to use. Now, you can thin them out if you have enough space, and you'll end up with much bigger stalks, but in this case I just planted a whole bunch in a container, and so I end up with a lot of these crazy looking roots, and that's okay because I'm going to grind it up anyway, so you don't really see a difference in the end product. It's just a little bit easier if you are doing this and you have the big stalks, and if you have the room to thin it out. Yeah, that's a bit better, but this is fine for me. It just takes a little bit more work. I'm just hoping to get at least around a cup. If you can get a cup of the raw roots, then that's enough to fill a small jar of horseradish sauce. And now I'll just gather up the rest and put it in my composter. Get that out of the way. So this is what I ended up with, except for a couple of pieces. I'm just going to take a little scrub brush to clean them up a little bit. So the odd piece, it's a little bit got some dirt that you can't really get off, and that's what you do. And this step's pretty straightforward. I'm just cutting up all of the horseradish roots into smaller pieces. You can just grab a whole bunch like this and just go over it with a knife. Just try to make them no more than maybe marble-sized chunks, and then that way they go through the blender a little nicer. Not too difficult. It's actually probably the easiest part of the whole process. There's a big one. Just chop that one up like that. Easy. So that's pretty much it for chopping. This is what I have left right here. Looks like it's about a cup. So I get my blender ready, or as I prefer to use a magic bullet. It goes a little bit higher RPM, so you get a little more consistent texture to it. So I just like to load it in like this by hand. It's pretty hard to spill any if you're just doing it in by hand like this. And this only has 3 other ingredients other than horseradish. Some sugar, some white vinegar, and some salt. I like to add the salt a little after to taste, but for now I'm just going to take 2 teaspoons of white sugar I measured out and put that in. There we go. Now we just need to add the vinegar. 3/4 of a cup is good for 1 cup of horseradish root. So just add it in. And now we're ready for the fun. There we go. Now we're done. That looks pretty good, I think. Well, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.